Hello everybody, my name is Khaled Siddiqui, and in this video we are going to learn how to replace the internal rechargeable battery in a Bissell model 22889 vacuum cleaner. That's this little guy. The battery is not accessible by just snapping it in and out. You have to open some screws to get to the battery, and that's what we're going to learn. And I'm also going to leave the link where you can get the replacement battery from. Alright, so let's get started. First we need to do is remove, obviously you need to remove the trash container and remove the extension rod where the actual vacuum is. So basically you need to isolate just this unit without all the trash container and whatnot. Next you want to open this and remove the air filter. This is your air filter. By the way, you can replace these air filters too, just like that. Get a new one, snap it in and close it. But the battery dies a lot faster than the air filter. So to get to the battery, you have to open 5 screws. These screws are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the ones we need to open. So let's get a Phillips screwdriver and let's see if this Phillips screwdriver will reach. Yeah, it does. So this is Phillips screwdriver. Let's see what number it is. This I believe is number, it's so small. It says DeWalt F1, Phillips 1. So it's number 1. Alright, so let's open the screws. Okay, so this is good for these screws, but it doesn't enter deep enough for this screw, which we're gonna need a different tip. Okay, so I'm not too impressed with this tip because it slipped. You don't want the tip to skip over the screw because it will strip the screw. So I got a little bigger tip. This one is a no-name brand. So you need to play around with different size screwdrivers to see which one will fit. Okay, looks like I was able to remove all of it. And once you remove it, this snaps. This has like a little hook which snaps in there and snaps out, so it's nothing, no big deal. This is the actual battery. The battery has 2 plugs that you need to remove, so you have to pay attention. One plug, let me take this screwdriver. So if you look right here, one plug goes right here, this one, and the other one is the actual charge, which is this one. So there are 2 plugs that you need to remove. Let me go back to the top camera. Actually, the top camera has a better view. So this plug is for the actual charge, and this one is for the battery status. Basically, the battery status, charge status is what this is for. Okay, so now let's get the new battery. This is the new battery which I ordered from eBay. You can get it from eBay or Amazon, wherever, you know. And let's see, it's about the same size. This is aftermarket. As you can see, it doesn't say Bissell like the original one. But you know, as long as it works, aftermarket or not, who cares? As long as it works. And it had good star ratings, so hopefully it will work good. Now what we need to do is we need to plug this in. Let me see if you can get a better view from a different camera angle. So this goes in this way. Okay, so I found a problem. With the replacement battery. You can see the replacement battery plug is a little too long. Let me zoom in so you can see. The replacement is a little too long. It has one extra pin. So what we have to do is we have to modify this, and I'm gonna see if I can remove the wires one by one and reinsert it in this one. So trying to insert this, there are two ways you can do this. You can take each pin out and insert it in this socket, just like you have to follow the color code. The only problem is that this one is green black, this one is brown black, which shouldn't be any different. All the other colors match except for those. So let's do that and see if we can do that. Let's get these from the old one and see how easy it is to remove these one by one. It's not that bad. Be careful that these don't hit each other, because two of them could short circuit and it could cause a major problem. So be very careful, especially the new one could be charged because it's a brand new battery. Not to mention the used one is also charged in my case. So make sure these are the exact sizes. They are. So I'm gonna be transferring these one by one, and let's do the yellow one. So you need to take a needle, like a little needle, and pull the tab up like this and take out the yellow. Now we have to take out the yellow from here. So there is the yellow. We put back the yellow in. Again, make sure these don't touch each other because it could cause problems. Now we take the white cable out and we take the white from the new battery and insert it in the white one. Now it's the green one. And we insert the green one here. And the last one is the black one, which we take out. So here is the black one. Make sure these are pushed in all the way. All of these need to be pushed in, and otherwise they will come out. When you plug in the plug, the cables will slide out. That's why they have to be pushed in all the way. Now let's go back and see if it will go this time. And actually it should go because it's the right size. Now even this cable is polarized, as you can see. This side, which has a little notch, goes on that notch in there. It's very important for this charging port right here to match this hole right here, because that's where it charges from. So we have to place it like this. This one is polarized only one way. You cannot put it the wrong way. So basically it can only go in one way. There is no way you could plug it in reverse. So check out everything. Make sure the cables are clear from the screw hole here. Make sure this is seated properly. Right here you could see where it's seated properly. Right there and there. Let me go to a different camera here. This is where you make sure it's seated properly. Here and here. Okay. And now let's put the top cover. Okay, everything seems to line up. The most important thing is this, which lines up. Well, we should be good to go. We will put back the screws. Make sure you don't over tight the screws because it will strip the threads. This one, there is one screw, which is this guy right here, which is a little shorter than the rest, just so you know. Make sure the clutch of your screwdriver is no more than 3 or 4. Actually 3, even 4 is too strong for these screws. And the last screw goes here. That's it. I don't know if it's charged or not. Let's try it. What do you know? That battery was charged. The brand new battery came fully charged. So, see how dangerous it is? They shipped the battery fully charged. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that. But yeah, that's how simple it is to replace the battery. You snap the air filter back in place. And you should be good to go. So basically you need, let me see what number is this screwdriver. CRVPZ2. So it's number 2. Phillips. Alright. So that's how you replace the battery on this vacuum cleaner. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe.